Good evening and welcome to Ville News. I'm Kevin Lynch alongside Emma Hazard, here to give you the latest local, state, and national headlines.
Coming up, we have updates on Hurricane Milton and the Panera Bread lawsuit. Stay tuned because Ville News starts now.
Florida is currently preparing evacuation efforts before Hurricane Milton hits land, experiencing what they believe will be the state's largest evacuation in 7 years. While the hurricane has dipped back to Category 4, other events are forming in the atmosphere. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch and tornado warnings in Florida, as multiple tornadoes have been seen in the state, including one on I-75. These events come right after Hurricane Helene, a Category 4 hurricane that hit Florida in late September of this year. During Helene, at least 223 people died, while many are unaccounted for and without power. With this amount of damage from Helene on top of pending issues from Hurricane Milton, the Federal Emergency Management Agency is trying to help wherever they can. Over 1,200 search and rescue personnel have now been moved into Florida to help with Hurricane Milton. Residents in evacuation zones have been told since Monday, October 6th to evacuate, with Tampa Mayor Jane Castor saying, quote, "I can say without any dramatization whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you are going to die," end quote. Hurricane Milton is expected to reach land late Wednesday, October 9th, or early Thursday, October 10th.
Panera Bread has settled a wrongful death lawsuit with a family of a University of Pennsylvania student. In September of 2022, 21-year-old student Sarah Katz bought a charged lemonade, a highly caffeinated drink, from a Panera Bread restaurant. Later, Katz went into cardiac arrest, which led to her eventual death. Katz had a heart condition and avoided energy drinks per her doctor's recommendation. The lawsuit alleged that the charged lemonade had been, quote, offered side by side with all of Panera's non-caffeinated and or less caffeinated drinks, end quote. The lawsuit also alleged that Panera was at fault because they advertised a plant-based and clean drink. This lawsuit, alongside with others regarding the charged lemonade, led Panera to add warnings about the caffeine in the drink and eventually discontinue it altogether. This is the first settlement that Panera has reached regarding the lawsuits related to deaths by charged lemonade.
When we get back, updates on a Catholic school fire and windows in school bathrooms. Ville News will be right back. A Delaware County community is devastated by the loss of a Catholic school building that has been around for a century. Flames and heavy smoke began pouring out of St. Francis of Assisi School in Springfield Township on the evening of Monday, October 7th. Classes for the school were canceled on Tuesday, October 8th. Efforts are already underway to find a new location. The principal told Action News that roughly 150 students have been affected. Kevin Ferry from Springfield Township said, quote, "I picked my kids up from school at 2:40 p.m. and everything was fine," end quote. But within hours, fierce flames ripped through the building at the parish school. This tight-knit community is confident they'll get through this together.
The Southwestern School Board has been hot water for the decision to install windows into gender-neutral bathrooms. The school board, consisting of recently elected far-right members led by Matthew Gallazella, implemented the changes recently due to the uproar of parents creeped out by the practice. The board implemented this policy after pushing the issue of LGBTQIA+ issues in schools, joined by a conservative law firm known as the Independence Law Center. According to the York Dispatch, Gallazella, a libertarian and police officer elected in 2021, refused to explain the logic of the windows, but claimed they would help add privacy and increase oversight for issues like vaping and bullying. Others, such as parents of a 13-year-old girl who spoke to the York Dispatch, found policies like this and book ban pushed by Gallazella to be a breach of privacy.
When we get back, we'll have updates on local power outages and a shooting in Lancaster. Ville News will be right back. On the morning of Monday, October 7th, over 600 homes, schools, and businesses in Lancaster Township experienced power outages, according to LNP. Some of the many businesses affected include those in the Manor Shopping Center, like Wise Market and even Regal Cinemas. 2 elementary schools in the school district of Lancaster reported they lost power as well, and as a result had to operate on a 2-hour delay that day. Manheim Township Police reported that the traffic lights on Millersville Pike and Schoolhouse Road were affected, which is located minutes away from the Manor Shopping Center. The power had been out since 5:30 that morning before crews from the Electric Facilities Company, PPL, arrived to the impacted areas. They were able to restore a majority of the power back by 9 a.m. A spokesperson from PPL stated that an equipment failure was the source of the power outages.
2 teenagers will be charged as adults after firing handguns outside of a Lancaster home. Alex Wishman, age 17, and his brother, Joshua Wishman, age 16, are facing multiple charges in connection to an incident on September 16th. The Lancaster City teenagers are being charged with 2 accounts of aggravated assault, 2 counts of criminal conspiracy, 3 firearm offenses, and 4 misdemeanor counts in connection to the shooting. The police say footage showed the brothers firing handguns at 2 other males from the front porch of the home following an altercation at a house party. Due to charges including deadly weapons, the juvenile suspects will be charged as adults. Neither brother was legally allowed to own firearms at the time. The brothers are now being held in Lancaster County Youth Intervention Center and face a preliminary hearing on October 15th.
That's all we have this week for Ville News. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next week for the latest local, state, and national headlines.